This video is sponsored by The Chosen Prime, link in the description down below. What's going on, everybody? S.L.B coming at you with another video review, and myself, along with a lot of people that watch my channel, are excited for this review. Today we're taking a look at Cang Toys CT-02 Landbull. And let's get the packaging out of the way. As I said in my review of Cang Toys Ferocious, I'm gonna say it again with this review. This artwork is simply gorgeous on the front of the packaging. You have Landbull in his robot mode with a threatening stance, while behind him you can make out an outline of the animal mode. The bottom, as well as both sides, has the logo of the figure. The top of the box has your warning: this product contains small parts, a couple QR codes, and other stuff. And the back of the box, just so amazing. This artwork is not as impressive as Ferocious, but it still has this aggressive art of Landbull in his bull mode charging at an enemy. And it feels like it's been a while since I have to say this, but yay, bio card! On the front, it has the same artwork as the box, and on the back, there is a brief bio for Landbull, as well as tech specs and a sentence briefing you on the included weapons. Before we get into the weapons, let's show the instruction book. Yep, there it is. Robot to animal mode, then into leg mode. Moving on. The Raging Bull Steel Breaking Strike. Did somebody who writes Dungeons & Dragons write this? Let's read the story on the melee weapon. Landbull uses the extremely hard steel breaking knife to strike the enemy with his own brute force to attract and cuts off the target object. That sounds horrible. And in what world is this considered a knife? Someone please explain that to me. The majority of the knife is made out of a light orange plastic with some silver accents painted on to give it that kind of robotic tribal feel. The handle is made out of a black plastic, and if you look inside the blade, you can see some smoky clear black plastic inside. Following the knife is the lava grenade explosion. Seriously, who comes up with this stuff? If you permit me, I'd like to read this bio as well. As a melee pioneer, in addition to using the steel-breaking knife, Landbull uses a grenade gun in close combat to shoot the opponent. All bullet wound is extreme heat as turning into lava. Okay. Ow! Made out of an almost gunmetal gray, the design is rather small. However, based off the bio, I would not want to be shot with it. I have the same feeling with the paint as I did with Cang Toys' previous release, Ferocious. The silver barrels really stand out, as well as the CT-02 tampon. It's just something really feels like it's missing on the sides. There is no storage for the melee weapon in animal mode. However, if you want to store the grenade launcher, you can fold up the handle and plug the tab into one of the slots towards the rear of the bolt. Landbull can hold both weapons in his hands with one small caveat. In order to get the knife in his hands, you have to adjust the animal mode hoof. Last but certainly not least, included in the packaging is the horns. Constructed out of that dark, smoky plastic you can barely see through, yet you can get a real scope of how big Landbull is going to be just by holding one of the horns in your hand. Well, I have small, fragile hands, so your comparison may vary. To quote Roddy Piper from the 1990s Survivor Series when The Undertaker debuted, look at the size of that ham hock. This is what I always pictured the Predacon Tantrum was in my head as a kid. Just this massive, gigantic, tremendous bull that just towers over anything. The overall silhouette of this beast is just breathtaking. Take the head sculpt, for example. Painted in this lustrous dark red, even having the mouth closed perfectly resembles what a pissed off bull would look like. Throw in the vibrant orange that encompasses the bulk of this heifer, and that red just slaps you in the face. Let's not disregard that orange paint job. Oh no, 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 no. When it's not hit by the light, the orange has this flat look to it that does not look displeasing. In fact, I kind of like the flat look with the gloss red. Upon shining a light on Landbull, that orange does have a bit of a shine to it. Throw in those silver and black accents, and this figure's paint job is top level. Don't let the paint completely distract you from the girth of this behemoth. Cang Toys did not compensate anything when it came to the animal mode. See, normally when companies make a figure, something has to be sacrificed in order to make one of the modes work. This is not the case. This bull is everything I wanted in a bull mode. He's stocky, ferocious, mean, balderdash, intimidating. Wait, did I say balderdash? Proportionally, everything appears as it should. One thing that really surprised me is the fact that the rear legs are underneath the body of Landbull, because you know biology. Cang Toys could have gone the route like most others do and stick them on the outside, but in my opinion, having the rear legs where they are really adds to the animal design. Articulation is limited in animal mode, nonetheless there are ways around it. You can utilize the transformation joints to give Landbull a lower stance as if he's about to charge you head on. Running with the bulls, anyone? You need to throw the real world scale out the window when it comes to the Predacons. In the cartoon, the animal modes were in scale with each other, so here, Cang Toys nailed it. Landbull looks great next to Ferocious. I think one of the things that Landbull has going for it is the lack of yellow. Now, don't get me wrong, I like it on Ferocious. Nonetheless, I feel it would be out of place on Landbull. Having these two next to each other really gets me excited for the rest of Cang Toys Predacons. I may be warming up to the fact of the 6th member. Not 100% sold on it yet. Still leaning towards not wanting it. Like I said earlier, Landbull looks outstanding next to the other Autobots and Decepticons in their respected alt modes. Okay, I wasn't initially going to do the leg mode. I was going to save it for the combined mode to be absolutely surprised. However, my curiosity got the better of me and I decided to transform it. I literally have no words. This thing is going to be huge. Alright, now that I spoiled myself, let's get into robot mode. And just like Ferocious, Landbull is full of tight, squeaky joints that really make you cringe when transforming it. Part of me wonders if this was originally part of Toy World's design, or if when they sold the designs, Cang Toys changed things up. Again, I get a feeling of TFC Toy Seacons when I'm transforming this figure. Be mindful of going back and forth with the transformation because I could see potential stress marks becoming an issue. Tolerances in certain areas is very tight. Scary tight. Grind your teeth and hope it doesn't break tight. I am going to repeat myself by saying this, which I know some people find annoying, but look at the size of that ham hock. Now with Ferocious, you got this beefy tiger that transforms into a slender robot. Landbull manages to keep that stock and muscular aesthetic. Big ass stomping feet? Check. Broad toned shoulders? Check. Mean vicious expression? Check. Holy shit, this is like Cang Toys reached into my head and pulled out what I wanted. From his head down to his feet, this figure is Tantrum, or at least a third-party version of him. Again, I'm going to repeat myself here. Big, mean, aggressive, threatening, tough. I could go on and on. All of the color and design from animal mode transitions incredibly well into robot mode. I will be remiss to say that the semblance and configuration look better here. Every color is in place in a way that makes every bit of the figure stand out. The head has this nice yellow paint and the mouth plate that stands out above everything else. With the added red helmet and gunmetal gray paint in the vents, and the entire head sculpt is wonderful. Moving down to his chest and shoulders, again, the paint is great. That same orange from animal mode stands out in this area. With the added silver and black accents, it takes it up another notch. That same red that was in the animal mode front legs is prominent in the center of the chest and looks amazing against the orange and black. One of the best aspects with Landbull to me is you have the orange paint, you have the red, you have the silver. What really kicks this up, again, this is my opinion, is this dark gunmetal gray used for the skeleton of the figure. Cool little Easter egg is in the abs section, you have the silver paint, yet molded in it is a honeycomb pattern a la that sticker from the G1 toy. I see what you did there, Cang Toys, I see. If you have a character that is supposed to be the muscle of the group, does he really need to be posable? Well, yes, because he has to be able to pick somebody up and throw him across the room. Again, with the articulation, we have an example of things being too tight in certain areas, and we get this cringe-worthy squeak like nails on a chalkboard. Does Landbull really need to be superposable? Not really. He needs just enough to get the job done, and this figure pulls it off. If you need to be sold on Cang Toys Predacons, let me just show you Ferocious and Landbull standing next to each other. See? Like really, Having them next to each other, my brain can't even put the right words together. They both are stylized as they are not a complete representation of G1. However, this will definitely quench that I need MP scale Predacons thirst. The fact that Landbull is around the same height as Motormaster and Onslaught and taller than Soundwave and some MP scale seekers, the scale is just oh so satisfying. And just for shits and giggles, here is Landbull in robot mode next to a 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe Captain America. I really have no complaints about the animal mode. It is just all kinds of awesome. Like really, the scale is awesome. Having him next to those MP cars, it just took my breath away. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is what I always envisioned the Predacons look like. Just big, massive figures. I'm repeating myself, I know. Sorry, not sorry. The leg mode gets me really excited for the combine mode. I mean, just based on that size alone, it's just all kinds of giddy. For the transformation, I don't know if you could tell, but I had a real tough time transforming this. He's got pieces on ball joints. They always popped off, no matter how I transformed him. And again, I'm getting a real deja vu of TFC Toys Seacons. To get from point A to point B, it's frustrating. The end result, however, is great. And speaking of ball joints, these shoulder pads are ball joints. When you move around the arms, they tend to get in the way. I mean, you can move them out of the way, but the apparatus, if you will, I don't know if you can see it here. It's a little weird how they did it. So when you go to move the arm, you're also moving the shoulder, or you can just hold it with one arm. There's that squeak. Ooh, 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 no bueno. No bueno squeak. Ooh. The sponsor of this video, The Chosen Prime, just put up Cang Toys' version of Dive Bomb up for pre-order. I nabbed mine. Did you get yours? Yes, Landbull and Ferocious stylized a little bit. Dive Bomb is super stylized. Is Firmament is what they're calling him. Is he going to be worth the $25 price jump? You do get those superposable wings, so maybe? Am I sold on the 6th member? Only time will tell. I am sold on the other members, their version of Razor Claw and their version of Headstrong, but we haven't seen any pictures yet, which has me worried. I can imagine that Headstrong is going to be a remold of Landbull here, and Razor Claw, well, like a friend says, I got 2 balls, neither one of them are crystal, and I can't predict the future. This is S.L.B, and this has been my review of Cang Toys CT-02 Landbull. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Links to all of my social media will be in the description down below. I'd like to thank my sponsor for this video, as well as all my other videos, The Chosen Prime. Shop thousands of figures, earn points on every purchase. Anything over $150, it is free shipping. If you manage to purchase anything from them, tell them S.L.B sent you. Can't guarantee a discount, but at least it means you're watching my channel. This is S.L.B, and again, this has been my review of Cang Toys CT-02 Landbull. And this is S.L.B saying, I know sign language.